Hello everyone, this is Sudhir. Welcome back to my class. In this class, we are going to learn real number exercise number 3, that is 1.3 exercise. So what you are going to learn in this chapter, in this exercise. So different problems are there, like how to expand decimal form fractions to decimal, and how to identify terminating and non-terminating without using the actual division. So these type of questions you are going to learn from this exercise. So what is your first question here? Write the following rational number in their decimal form and also state which are the terminating and which have non-terminating repeating decimals. Students, in the previous classes, in the introduction of this chapter, we have clearly discussed what is the terminating and non-terminating. So here we are going to discuss one more time. For suppose the first question here, 3 by 8. How to write this 3 by 8? So with 8 we should divide this 3. Okay, so you can see now this is 0 point, because the 3 is the smaller than this 8. So we take a 0 point so that we can put a 0 here. Now it become a 30, and 8 3s are 24. Okay, so reminder, we get a 6 here, point is there, so that you take a 0. 8 7s are 56, so already point is there, so take 4, and because of the point you take a 0 here. 8 5s 40, so reminder 0, so 0.375 we got here. Okay, and the remainder is 0 we got. So this is called terminating. Okay, so it is terminating decimals. That means when you are dividing by a number, if you get a remainder is 0, so that decimals are called terminating decimals. Okay, so if you divide this one also, the remainder you will get a 0, that means it is a terminating decimal. So this one, 4 1s are 4 5s, 20 plus 1, this is 21 by 5. If you divide it, and you will get a 0 as the remainder, so it is terminating decimal. These problems you can try it yourself. Okay, and here 2 by 11 is there. This one I am going to explain you. 2 by 11. So with 11, if I divide this 2, so what I can find out? So 0 point, because this 2 is smaller than this 11. So and then we take a 0 here. 11 1s are 11, and by subtracting we get 9 here. Because of the point we take a 0. 11 8s are 88, and remainder we get a 2. Because of this point we take one more 0. 11 1s 11, okay, again 9, point is there 0, 11 8s, so on. It will be repeat like this. Okay, so because here you can't find the remainder as a 0, so it should be a continue decimals like 0.18 18 18, so on. So how to write this one? We write 0.18. Okay, so bar 18 means that 18 are the 2 digits, it's going on repeating, right? So this type of decimals are called non-terminating repeating decimals. These are non-terminating repeating decimals. So every fractions we can write as a decimal form, right? So in that, some of them terminating decimals, some of them non-terminating decimals. Terminating decimal means if you get a remainder is 0, that is a terminating decimal. Non-terminating repeating decimal means you can't find out the remainder as a 0, and the quotient like 0.181818, so on, like this. Okay, so this problem you can try and you can answer whether it is terminating or non-terminating decimals. Okay, so this is the first question. So like that we need to divide it, and then we can decide whether it is a terminating or non-terminating decimals. So here is a shortcut to find out without doing terminating and non-terminating decimal. For suppose I said this is a terminating decimal and this one also a terminating decimal, how can I say without doing the actual process? Okay, so how can I say without doing the actual process? That's what we are going to discuss, that is theorem number 1.3. Theorem 1.3. Okay, so what the theorem has given here, let x is equal to p by q. P by q form numbers mean these are rational number. P by q form number means rational number. Let x is equal to p by q be a rational number such that the prime factorization of q means the denominator, if you divide into a prime factorization, if you find like 2 power n into 5 power m form, where n and m are non-negative integer, then x, what is x here? P by q. That means that fraction, what we are taking a fraction, it is that is a decimal expansion which is terminates. Okay, so let us discuss with one example, then you can understand very clearly. So you can observe this 3 by 8, this 3 by 8, here I did the normal division and I got a remainder 0 and the coefficient 0.375 each end. That means it's not a repeating, right? So it is a terminating decimal, I said. So what next one, this one also I said a terminating decimal. Why? Because you can observe this is P and this one Q. This Q I am going to divide into a prime factors. Ready? So this Q, that means 400. If I divide into prime factors, what I can see here, to 200s, to hundreds, okay, to 50s and to 25s. So 5 5s, correct? So this 400, how can we write now? That is 1 2 3 4, 2 to the power of 4 into 5 to the power of 2, correct? So we have a 2 5s here, 5 square, right? Now you can see this one, this is in the form of like 2 power n into 5 to the power of n. So if you have a 2 to the power of n and 5 to the power of n, so that is the P by Q form, right? That means what is the actual question here? 229 by 400. Then 229 by 400 is no doubt it is a terminating, it's a terminate decimals. Okay, if you find it out, you can divide and check. You will get definitely remainder is the 0 and coefficient something you will get. Okay, it should not be repeated. So this is the process to identify whether it is a terminating or non-terminating. So let us discuss with first question, that is 3 by 8 we did now. So we will discuss that problem now. How it is terminating I wrote, right? Okay, so actual question here, this one 3 by 8. Okay, this 3 by 8 I am going to take now. So with 8 we should divide it, right? Then we got the 0.375, correct? So it's a terminating decimal, I said. How it is terminates? So denominator, this 3 by 8 denominator, if you compare this one with the P by Q form like this, okay? P by Q form. Here Q is 8. So this 8 if you divide into a prime factors like 2 4s and 2 2s. So then this 8 we write as 2 cube, right? 2 cube I wrote, but there is no 5. So then how can I write that 5 like 5 power 0? Because anything power 0 is 1, right? Anything power 0 is 1. So that 5 to the power of 0 is 1. So instead of 1 I can write here 5 to the power of 0. Now this one is in the form of like 2 power n into 5 to the power of m. So this one, this prime factorization. So this prime factorization we can write in the form of like 2 power n into 5 power m. So that's the reason. So this one completely a, what is that? Terminates. Okay, it's a terminating decimal. So I hope you understood this one. Now the next one, non-terminating recurring decimals in the rational numbers. You can find out this one in your textbook as it is, right? So non-terminating recurring decimals in rational numbers. So rational number means a number which can be written in P by Q form, right? So that is a rational number. Here 1 by 7 is there, so that it is a rational number. The rational number, if you divide into expansion form, you can check this division part and you get a 0.142857. So 0.142857. Again you can see here we got 1. So once if you get a 1, and it should be repeat the these all the digits again. So 1 after we have like again 4, 2, 8, 5, 7. So these digits should be repeat. It should be repeat continuously. So you can observe this one here. Okay. So 0.142857, 142857, so on. So how we can write it? 0. So 0.142857. So just keep a bar upon them. So that means it should be continuous. That digit should be a continuous. And in this is very important, please. So these are called a block of the digits. The digits what are repeating here, that is a block of the digits. It's very important. What is the block of the digits of 1 by 7 mean? We write here 142857 because these numbers are repeating here, right? And if you notice there, the denominator here 7 is not in the form of 2 power n 5 power m. 7 is a prime number, and how can you divide like 2 to the power of n and 5 to the power of m? So that this is non-terminating repeating decimals. Okay, so already in the previous classes you learned when you divide like this. So when you have a digits like 142857, we have a name for them, that is called a period. Correct? Period and periodicity. So what's the period here? 142857 are called period, but here present we are calling that one as block of the digits, right? Block of digits. So block of digits and period both are same. That means the digits what are repeating continuously. And number of digits, how many digits are repeating here? That is called periodicity. So that means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 digits are repeating continuously. So 6 is the periodicity, right? 6 is the periodicity, and period is 142857. So that period, another name of this period is block of the digits, right? So the next one. So theorem 1.4. Let x is equal to p by q be a rational number such that the prime factorization of q is not in the form of 2 power n and 5 power m. So this is nothing, just before theorem what we have discussed. If p by q form denominator, that means that q, if you write in the form of like 2 power n into 5 power m form, that is a terminating. If you cannot write in the form of like 2 power n and 5 power m, then those are non-terminating repeating or non-terminating recurring decimals. Non-terminating repeating decimals are non-terminating recurring decimals. So this is the theorem 1.4. Now the next question, number 2. Without actual performing division, state whether the following rational numbers will have a terminating decimals form or non-terminating repeating decimal form. Okay, so first question I am going to take this one, 13 divided by 3125. So 13 divided by 3125. This 3125, if you divide by 5, 5 6 are 30, 1 to 12. Okay, 5 2s are 10, 2 5 25, 5 5s are 25. And 5 table again, 5 1s and 1 to 12, 5 2s are 10, 2 5 25, 5 5s are 25. So 5 2s are 10, 2 5 25, 5 5s are 25, again 5 5s are 25. So 3125 is equal to, how to write it? 5 to the power of 5, because there are 5 5s are repeated, right? But there is no 2, then you write 2 power 0, correct? Because 2 power 0 is 1, right? 2 power 0 equal to 1, so that 1 into 5 power 5 is 5 power 5, that is 3125. So that instead of 1 you can write 2 to the power of 0. So this is in the form of 2 to the power of n into 5 to the power of n, correct? Then, so we already converted this one, so we write here 13 divided by 2 power 0 into 5 to the power of 5. So then this is what? This is terminating. Okay, so remaining questions you can try it yourself. Okay, so this is the process. So you can try like this prime factorization, and the denominator you can write like 2 power n into 5 power m form. If it is not possible, it is not a terminating decimals. Okay, so few more questions we will discuss on them. It is 11 by 12. Okay, so 11 by 12 I will explain how to do this. Once again, 11 divided by 12. This 12 in the denominator, 12 we write 2 6 and 2 3s. So 11 divided by, we write 2 square into 3. But this is not in the form of like 2 power n into 5 power n. Correct? There we have 3, not 5. So then this is not a, it's a non-terminating. non-terminating, repeating or recurring. So as per theorem 1.4, this is non-terminating repeating or non-terminating recurring decimals. Okay. So next one. So remaining almost all you can try. One of the interesting problem I am going to take here, this question. 77 divided by 210. Okay. 77 divided by 210. So if you divide this 210 into prime factorization, you will get 7 3s 21, right? 7 30s we write, 3 10s we write, and 2 5s we write. Okay. So then 210 mean you write 2 into 3 into 5 into 7, but we want only 2 power n into 5 power n, but additionally we have 3 and 5 also. So then it is a terminating or non-terminating? So I think so your answer non-terminating, but it is terminating. How? Let us discuss. So this one, if you possible, see, if it is possible, you need to do the cancellation first. And the previous problem what I explained, here the denominator and numerator there is no chance to cancellation, so directly I have taken. And you can see this one also with 13 it cannot cancel, the denominator 3125 it cannot cancel by the 13 numerator, right? So then now we can't do anything for that. So then it is directly we have splitted the denominator like prime factorization, and we decided whether it is terminating or non-terminating. But in this you can cancel this one by the 7 table. 7 11 times it get cancelled, 7 30 times it get cancelled. Okay. Now 11 by 30. Okay. So sorry my dears, I said it is a terminating, right? But it is not a terminating because 11 and 30 cannot be cancelled. Now in the denominator 30 you can write this 30, you can write like 3 10s and 2 5s. So additionally with the 2 and 5 we have 3 also, so that it is non-terminating. Okay, don't get any confused. Non-terminating. So I thought it should be cancelled by the 3 table also, so that it is terminating, but finally it is non-terminating. Like that, one more problem is there, we will discuss. Right. You can see this problem. 9 by 15. Generally most of the students what they do, 15 means we write 3 into 5, but we need in the form of like 2 power n and 5 power m. This is not in the form of, so that we will decide it is non-terminating decimal. But this 9 we write as 3 into 3 and 15 we write as 3 into 5. Here 3 get cancelled, so 3 by 5 we have that. So this 5 means we write 2 power 0 into 5 power 1 form, correct? 2 power 0 is 1 and 5 power 1 is 5, so 1 into 5 is 5. So this 3 by 5 form we can write. That means it is a terminating. If you see this one, we have 3 into 5. Generally people will think it is non-terminating, but by the simplification means after doing that cancellation, we will get only 3 by 5. So 5 means we write 2 power 0 into 5 power 1, so that it is terminating decimals. Okay. Right. Next question. Write the following rationals in decimals form using theorem 1.1. What is theorem 1.1? Once you refer in your book, the theorem 1.1 is there. Every composite number can be written as the product of prime factors. Every composite number can be written as the product of prime factors. So exact definition I am going to give you. This is theorem 1.1. Fundamental theorem of arithmetic. This is very important for one more question. Fundamental theorem of arithmetic means every composite number can be expressed or factorized as a product of primes, and this factorization is unique apart from the order in which the prime factors occur. So mostly if you write from here to if you write from here to here, that is enough. So very important definition, write fundamental theorem in every composite number. Right fundamental theorem of arithmetic mean every composite number can be expressed as a product of primes. That's it. Okay. So using this theorem, we should write its decimal form. It's very interesting. So for example, if I take this 13 by 25, how can I express this one in the decimal form? Right? Normal division. Okay, normal division, right? So what we do, 13 is smaller than this 25, so that take a 0 here and keep a point, then it become a 130. So 25 5s are 125. The remainder we have a 5, so we have already a pointer, so then we take a 0. 25 2s are 50, so 0.52. 13 divided by 25 equal to 0.52. Then, so this is actual process. Now what is the question asked here? You observe now. Write the following rational number using theorem 1.1 means by dividing into prime factors. The denominator should divide into a prime factor. That means how? Very interesting it is. See, this 13 divided by 25. Okay, so before going to this one, I want to discuss one more important topic with you. For example, we have 3 by 10. What is it? Decimal form. 25 by 100. What is it? Decimal form. Or 375 by 10. Its decimal form. Or 3, 2, 4, 5, 6 divided by 1000. What is it? Decimal form. Right? That means we have a 10 here, so take a point before one digit, then you get 0.3. We have 2 zeros here, so take a point before the 2 digits, then you have 0.25. And you have a 10 here, put a point before one digit here, that means 37.5. And 3 zeros are there in the 1000, put a point before the 3 digit, then you have 32.456. Correct? So here we can observe now, if in the denominator we have like tens, hundred, thousands, then it is very easy to find out its decimal point, right? So we should try to convert this 25 as 100. So to convert 25 as 100, what we do? So 25 4 times the 100, right? So that numerator and denominator both we should multiply by 4. Then 13 4s are 52. And 25 4s are 100. So this result gives us 0.5, which is equal to this one. Okay, so this is one model. So the best model to identify here, actually if we have like 13 by this 25, we write as 5 square. Okay, so how many 5s are there? That many 2s you can take here, like 5 square. Okay, that means 2 times 5 is there, so that 2 times 2 also we take here, means numerator and denominator both we multiply by 2 square. Then 13 into 2 square is 4, and here 5 square is 25 into, and this 2 square, okay, that is 4. So finally 52 by 100, that means 0.5. So like this also we can write. Okay, so we will discuss another problem. 15 by 16, this one I am going to explain you. 15 by 16. So 15 divided by 16. So 16 means you know that we write 2 power 4. 16 is nothing but 2 to the power of 4. So how many 2's are there? That many 5's we want to take. That means 5 power 4, and denominator also 5 power 4. Because we have a 4 here, so that with the 4 we should multiply. Then 15 into 5 power 4 is 625. It's divided by, this is 2 into 5 to the power of 4. So 625 into 15, both we need to multiply. So 625 into 15, I'm going to multiply this both now. So 15 5s are 75, and 15 2s are 30 plus 7 37. 15 6 are 90 plus 3 93. Okay, so 9375. 9375 divided by these 2 5s are 10. 10 to the power of 4 means we get 10 to the power of 4 means 40 number, that is 10,000. So take a point before 4 digit because 4 zeros are there. Take a point before 4 digit, 0.9375. So this is the answer for this question, right? And we check one more question here. This is very simple. 2 cube is there, only 5 square. We need one more 5 here. Just multiply 5 by 5 this one, and 23 5s are 115. Okay, and 2 cube into 5 cube mean 2 into 5 whole cube. 2 into 5 whole cube mean then we get 115 divided by 10 cube, that is 1000. 1000 mean before 3 digit we want point 0.115, we get answer. So it's a third one answer. And fourth one, 7218 divided by 3 square 5 square. 7218 divided by 3 square 5 square. 3 square into 5 square. 7218 by 3 square is 9 into 5 square is 24. 9 ones 9 8 72, 0 9 2s are 80. So 802 divided by 25 means 5 square, right? That is 5 square. So what we do here, 5 2 times are there, so that we need to take 2 also 2 times, like 2 square by 2 square. Okay, so 802 into 2 square is 4 by 5 2s are 10 square. So we need to multiply this one now. So 4 2s are 8, 4 0 0, 4 8s are 32. So it's divided by 10 square is 100. So take a point before 2 digit, that is 32.08. So this is the answer. And what about this one? So it should cancel by the 11 tables. 11 10 times, and here 11 ones 11 3 3 33, 11 3. So 13 by 10. This 13 by 10 is 1.3 is the answer for this question. So in this Roman all problem I explained. So once you can practice how to do, take some more examples and try it yourself. Okay, so the different problems we discussed. Now this is the question number 4. So last problem of the exercise. The decimal form of some real numbers are given below. In each case, decide whether the number is rational or not. If it is rational and expressed in P by Q form, what can you say about the prime factors of Q? Okay, so it's very easy. And this is the terminating decimal given. The first question given terminating decimal. So how to write it? Without point you can write 1 3 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, right? So actually in the question we have a point here. So what you do for that, after the decimal point we have like 1 2 3 4, so total 9, right? We can multiply 10 power 9 by 10 power 9. Okay, so 90 number. Then what you get? 4 3 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 divided by 10 power 9. 10, this 10 we write as the product of the prime factors, that is 2 into 5 whole to the power of 9. So this is the model. Okay, so similarly this one, you see 1 2 0, okay, 1 2 0 0, 1 2 0 0 0. So that means the numbers are not repeating in the particular order, right? That means it has non-terminating non-repeating decimals. It is not a repeating. It is non-terminating, non-repeating decimals. So this type of numbers we cannot write in P by Q form. Okay, so this is not a rational. It is not a rational. And this one is the rational. Okay, and this one, this number also a rational number. And you know how to do this. So in the previous classes you learned. So how to write this one in the P by Q form. So actually how to write this number. So this is the actual question given. So we write like, let x is equal to 43.1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Again we write 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, so on. So we should multiply on both sides by 10 to the power of 9 because 9 digits are repeating here, so that here periodicity is 9. Then we get 10 power 9, that means 90 number, x times is equal to, when you multiply 10 power 9, this digit should take after the 9 digits, that means 43. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 point. So again the numbers are 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, so on, like this. Okay, so from this we should subtract minus x. Minus x mean what is that? 43 point, again this all number like 1 2 3 4 5, this so on we should get. Now, so what we do is, actually it should be subtract. When you subtract this one, everything will get here 0. That means, for suppose you have here like 6 7 8 9 so on, right? Then 9 minus 9 is 0, 8 minus 8 is 0, 7 minus 7 0, 6 minus 6 0, 0 0 0 0 0 point, 9 minus 3 6, 8 minus 4 is 4, 7 6 5 4 3 2 1 3 4 is equal to, so it is 90 number, right? So simple logic I will tell you. What is 100 minus 1? 99, right? That means from the 20 number is the 100, if you subtract 1 you will get 2 9s, like that. 90 number, if I subtract 1, then what I will get? 9 9s. 5 6 7 8 9 x. If you hand it out you can subtract and then check. Okay, so then x is equal to, you get 4 3 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 4 6. It's divided by 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. So this is p by q form, rational number. Okay, so like that we can take, and actually they asked here if it is rational and expressed in the form of p by q. So yes, p by q we have expressed already, that was number 3. What can you say about the prime factors of q? Okay, so prime factors of q is not in the form of like 2 power n into 5 power n. This is not in the form of 2 power n into 5 power n. So that these are non-terminating repeating decimals. So in the previous this problem you see already we have written here 2 power n into 5 power n form, so that it is a terminating decimals. So what you learned today in class about terminating and non-terminating decimal, how to find out whether it is terminating or non-terminating using division method without using actual division. Similarly, how to express the given number into the decimal form without using actual division, that is using the theorem 1.1. So what is 1.1 theorem? That is fundamental theorem of arithmetic. Every composite number can be expressed as the product of prime factors. Okay, so this is the complete exercise from first chapter, third exercise. Okay, so I hope you understood today's concept. So this is Sudhir. Thanks for watching. See you soon.